y'all, welcome to the Crafty Diamond. I am Debbie. Today is my Saturday weekly WIP and chat where I am working on my cross stitch conversion project, and I have to say I've gotten quite a bit done this past week. I am actually up to 21% now, and I have laid 15,929 drills. I have not laid any down today, so I thought I'd go ahead and do this with you guys today. I also will be going over quite a few comments that have been posted over the past few days, and I will do that as soon as I do get started. So how is everybody doing today? Let me know in the comments. I hope that you have a nice start to your weekend and that you're able to get something done, whatever that may look like for you. I am off work today. Today's Friday for me. I decided to take a vacation day and needed to get quite a bit of things done around the house and just some stuff that I didn't want to have to spend my whole weekend doing. And so it's been a really good day. It is in the afternoon. I wanted to record this morning and just got busy with other things and was kind of waiting because it was really dark and dreary and it was kind of cold this morning. So it's kind of cold in my craft room, which I could have turned my little heater on, but thought I will just wait and then I will do it later today. It looks like on the sections that I'm working on today, it may be quite a bit of color blocking, so that would be really nice. November the 1st is the start of the event for cross stitch conversion, and that is hosted by Kitting Up Kitten, and I will put her information underneath the description. So if you are interested in joining that event, go over to her channel and check it out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I am going to participate. She's not requiring a specific amount every day like she was on her last one, but I'm just going to be doing it for fun. It's also going to give me a boost to continue working on this, even though Angie and I have our event, and our event is going to start on November the 1st. So that's going to be quite interesting to try to get everything done. Angie and my event runs from November to December, so I will have plenty of time for our event as well as work on the cross stitch conversion. And then I may do one other one, and it's a small one. I am just debating on how much that I really want to commit to for November, but if I don't finish it, then it's okay too on any of them. I know I will not finish this cross stitch conversion. I do not have any intention on completing this kit, but I am hoping that I will at least get something done. I'm also standing up. I'm going to try something different to see if this works out better, but I am just at a really strange angle, not one that I'm used to. But with this one, it is so large that in order for you to be able to see anything and not to see my head, then I have to kind of manipulate this. If you hear my dog growling, they are playing. They're not fighting or anything. When my smallest dog, when she plays, she likes to sound like she is just vicious, and she is not. She's a little thing. And so now my collie is getting into it, and she is really loud. So I'm not sure if I'm going to add one or not in November. More than likely I won't. In December, I've got a couple that I really want to work on, and they may work for another event. And if it does, I may go ahead and do it just to help support events. But that's all that it will be. It's not that I'm doing it for any prizes or anything like that. I just like to help support the events, and that helps me to decide if it's something that I've been wanting to do. That's just a really good excuse to be able to work on something else. Maybe, just maybe, there's going to be some color blocking in here. That would be super, super nice. I will put the information for our Facebook group if you're interested. You do not have to be a member of our Facebook group in order to be part of Sparkle Addiction. If you want to, you certainly can. We have several people in there, and we're already having some really good chats. So I think that you would like that. So I'll put that underneath the description, and the information I had for our event is also on Instagram. It was also put in as part of my WIP chat 2 weeks ago. I will go ahead and update that also. I am going to include another video on Wednesday, which will be November the 1st, and that's going to be the kickoff to our event. So you will see that on Wednesday. And I also have a kitting up for the event, and I believe that is scheduled for Thursday of this week. I planned on having that done much sooner than now. Nothing's like waiting to the last minute, but I've been super busy and I have been working on other things, and I knew I wasn't going to start until the 1st anyway. So I thought, well, I'm not going to worry about it, but I am going to get it kitted up today. I'm planning on doing a couple more videos after this one, so I can have my videos up and ready to go. Unless I just get too tired with this one. I should be okay though. But it does take a lot, and this one does take more mental brain power than any of my other videos. But it is well worth it, because this way I am able to spend more time with you guys. I also know what I'm going to be doing. I don't have to try to remember, so that's really nice too. Not to have to try to write everything down and figure it out. I already know on Saturdays that I'm going to be doing this video. And this one will go on until probably the end of next year. Maybe I'll finish it by then, but I'm not making any type of expectations or anything like that. If it gets done, then it gets done. I am going to look at this at the end of the year and then just decide if I want to do this, what I want to do for this next year, what kind of goals that I want. Because this year I only said that I wanted to have at least, I wanted at least 20%, and so I have passed 20%. So now I am really curious to see what I'm going to be doing. But I really did not get started with this, not as soon as I had wanted to. So I think 20% is really good, considering that I did not start as soon as I probably should have. I kept putting it off, and really for no reason. I just did. But then once I got it started with it, I was pretty much fine. So I'm hoping that by scheduling this the way I have been, that's really going to help. And it's going to also help you guys because you'll have something else to watch while you're diamond painting or whatever that you decide to do. So that's a lot of fun too. I need to go here and do 2 more. Let me see, skip one. There is a gnat that's flying around here that is driving me absolutely nuts. So if you see me swatting something, I haven't lost my mind. I just am trying to get rid of this gnat. It's just flying everywhere. Okay. Oops. I've gotten all of these. This is working out well. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some comments. And I do have several new subscribers over the past couple of weeks. And thank you so much for that. And for those of you that have already just subscribed and have been around for a while, I really appreciate you guys as well. I love our little community here, and I am really excited that I'm getting close to 2,000 subs. I'm not there yet. It may be in a while, but it just looks really good. I think when I look at the number of subscribers. So I'm really excited, and I am just so thankful for all of you. But if you are new and you do not know what a cross stitch conversion is, I am taking a cross stitch pattern and I am converting that over into a diamond painting. So you do have to count on this one. You have a blank canvas. So it does take me a little bit longer on this one. And trying to read comments and also diamond paint sometimes isn't easy. So it takes me a little while to do this, but I'm really enjoying it. And I think each week it's getting a little bit better, but it is a lot to have to try to maintain, because I sure don't want to mess this up and then have to go back and figure out what I've done. That would not be good. Right, so there's that one. And I do have a playlist. I'll put the playlist up on the top of the eye. And then I can also put it underneath the description if you would like more information on it. But it is a lot of fun. It just does take up quite a bit of me thinking about this. All right, so the first comment is from Lisa. Lisa says, "Hi Debbie, I hope you are able to get the autumn edition of Paint Gems. She has it in her collection and it's one of her favorites. And I really want that one. I have been looking on Paint Gems website every day to see if that one has come out. I know that it's going to come back, so that is a good thing. It is not, permanently gone. They were going to bring it back a couple of weeks ago, and then something happened and they said that they weren't able to, but they said that they do plan on bringing it back, which will be really good. And I'm hoping that I can get it. And even if I get it after fall, it doesn't really matter, because I already have my plans of what I want to work on, and I would not be able to finish that one anyway, or more than likely I would not be able to. So I'm not too concerned about it. I'll just put it up. And the next one that I want to work on for my Paint Gems is Christmas. And it's already kitted up. Actually, it was kitted up last year and I never did it. So I'm going to be working on that one. And that will be in December. So I know that I have some Paint Gems. I'm not worried about not having enough, but it would have been nice to have done that one in the fall. But again, it doesn't matter because at this point, I'm not going to get to it. I have an event in February, and it is for paint gems. So if you like paint gems, then you are welcome to that one too. I don't know yet. I just have not decided if I'm going to open up another Facebook group or if I'm just going to have the event in my Crafty Diamond Facebook group. Because right now I have my Crafty Diamond Facebook group that I am maintaining. I'm also still working with Angie and on the Josephine wall. So we have that one. Now we have the Sparkle Addiction Facebook group. And so that's quite a bit to just monitor. And Paint Gem also has their own group. So I don't want to do that and then someone thinks that's the official Paint Gem group and get confused. So that's why I'm kind of thinking I'm just going to do that in my Crafty Diamond group and just have specific posts for that. And Paint Gem is one of our sponsors. So if you are undecided what you want for Christmas and you like paint gems, it might be something that you could ask for if you wanted to, and you would be able to participate because you do have to have a paint gem canvas. That's the only requirement, is it has to be paint gem. But really there's not any other requirements for the event. So I have just really in event mode, and then in April we will have Josephine Wall again. So I don't know how all of this is going to work out. I am sure it's going to be just fine. I am excited about all the events. Alright, so there's that one. Let me get to this, and then from there I can get back to my comments. Where I am in relation to the actual picture on this. So I don't know exactly what it's creating here, or I'm supposed to be creating. We will see. I don't always look at the picture of this, and then that way whenever I am done I can look at it, and then it's always fun to see what it is forming to be. Okay, the next one is from Dusty's Color and Art. Thank you for keeping me company. I was up at 4 a.m. and it was so nice to listen to you. Ooh, that's really early, 4 a.m. It is -12 here and we are under a heavy snowfall warning. There were some major accidents on the road. She was wearing shorts and sandals 4 days ago, and then she has this heavy snowfall and -12. I am not sure where you are, Dusty, but this was 3 days ago, so I have a feeling that you have already gotten snow. And I can't believe that it has turned off so cold, and it's also snowing in different parts of the country. It just seems to me that it is really early. And maybe it's not really early. Maybe this is typical of other, states, but we normally do not get this cold this soon. It's like we had just a couple of days of fall and then we went directly into winter. Now today is a glorious day. It is in the mid-70s. It is so nice. I don't even have to wear long sleeves, but once we go out tonight, I'll have to. We sit outside at night, but it's been just really, really nice. But next week, it is supposed to be really cold here. So I am a little concerned that it is getting so cold so soon. But we already have all of our winter things out, so we're ready. But I can't imagine -12. So Dusty, I hope that you stay warm and that you are safe, and hopefully you didn't get just horrible bad weather. I hope for your sake that you didn't. Okay, let me get those two here. This one's red, so that's interesting. And then I've got some over here too. Thought we were going with mostly green today, but it looks like a little red sprinkled in here. Lisa says, "Hi Debbie, I enjoyed listening to you while working on my paint gym. Doesn't matter to her whether I do a kit down or not because she's looking at her diamond painting and not the screen anyway. She just likes listening." And thanks so much, Lisa. I think that most people are that way, that they really don't watch the screen that much, that they are busy doing their own thing. I know whenever I listen to different content creators, I like to do my thing, and then I don't even look up unless they say, well, look up for a minute, for some reason, and then I will. But for the most part, I don't do that. I just do my thing, and I can get quite a bit done. And I definitely like to listen and work. Or I like to listen to my audiobooks. And I am in the In Death series right now. I'm trying to get caught up. Kind of behind on that series, but every time I think I get caught up, then there's more books that come out. So I'm like in the 30s, I think. I don't know what number I'm on the series, but in the 30s, so I have a long way to go to get caught up. But I'm enjoying that. And then I finished one book on another series, and that was the first book in the series, and the second book is coming out first part of May. Okay, the next comment is from Elizabeth Warman. She says, "Hi Debbie, good morning. The sun is just coming up." She says, "Glad you got a diagnosis on page." She says she believes a lot more people are autistic than realized. And then she says with autism, people are also ADHD. But she said ADHD people like her are not autistic, and that's not logical. She says that when I mentioned Advent, she somewhat remembered Advent at a Presbyterian church. And she said she thinks that they went to church every day. And then she said that she went to another Baptist church that didn't have Advent. She said on Saturday she had a migraine and she wasn't able to work on her diamond painting. She said that when she was working, she didn't stay home because of migraines, but she said that the TMJ never started until 2003. Her birthday is Sunday of Thanksgiving week. She says she knows she has friends that will say, "Let's celebrate Liz's birthday on Thanksgiving." And she says, "No, let's not." She wants to go back to the Marconi Grill. And she says it's somewhat overcast today. She says that she shopped impulsively at Diamond Art Club. She doesn't remember half of what she bought. She says that she tried to hide her purchases from her caregiver, but she realized that was immature of her. And she says she doesn't want to be treated like she's 16 when she's 66. Her lead therapist said that her ADHD brain was at work, and that's why she did it. So, and then she says, questions, does the diamond painting for yours and Angie's event has to be licensed? Okay, no, and thanks so much, Elizabeth. It does not have to be licensed. We recommend that you do have a licensed painting, but we are not requiring that. And we're not requiring a finish either. So you can use any diamond painting that you want to. The main requirement is that you need to add some bling to it. And even if the diamond painting comes with ABs or other special drills, we are still asking that you add just a little bit more bling to it than what it came with. And we do have a code for Tmall and DP with sparklers. And I tried using the code today, and the code, she's having a problem with that code. So once the code is corrected, she may have to change the code. I don't know. But once that is taken care of, then I will put that out there so everybody will know what the code is. So hopefully that will be done. I'm sure it'll be done today, which will be super nice if that's the case. I do want to order just a few things, not very much, but I was looking at how I wanted to bling up the diamond painting that I'm going to be working on, and I was short a few ABs that I thought I had, but I didn't. I don't have enough. So I thought I'll go ahead and just order, and I'm glad that I did, so that way I found out that our code's not working. And so I will get to you guys on that as soon as I find out some information. Also, Elizabeth mentioned about autism. My daughter, my youngest daughter, is 22, and for those of you that are new, and she has been diagnosed ever since basically she was born. She had some issues, so she had other disabilities, and she also has a mild disability. But we kept saying, I kept saying all along that I thought that she was autistic, and I kept being told by therapists that she has autistic tendencies, but that she's not autistic. And so we saw another therapist. She hasn't seen one in several years, and so we saw another therapist about a month ago, and this therapist was only with her for about 3 hours, and just based on what she noticed and just being around her for just a short time, she said that she could tell that she was autistic, and she was really surprised that she had never been diagnosed. And so I knew it, so I wasn't, upset, or it did not affect me in any way because I already knew that she was. But it does help, because in order to get more services as she gets older, they're going to want a different diagnosis than what we have gotten, which I don't think is really fair, that you have to have a diagnosis that everyone has heard of, and they don't think that having a mild intellectual disability and then having a couple of other issues that she has, they don't think that's enough, that she would not be able to work full-time and to lead a productive life. And there's no way. There is just no way that she can work full-time. So I am glad now that we can move forward with our sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. This is in the wrong one. We are able to continue moving towards her going to this vocational school that we weren't sure if they were going to allow it or not, and because we now have a different diagnosis and it was from one of their approved therapists, then that helps us even more. So I'm glad for that. But she is not ADHD, but she is autistic. Let's see, I've got one more of this color. I really do like this yellow. I am not a fan of yellow either, and I really do like this color. And this is quite interesting, me standing up and diamond painting. I have not done this before, and actually I'm liking it. I have a table that I can raise and lower, and so I have it raised quite a bit. I hope that you don't see my head, because I've never done this before. But if you do, I'll just apologize in advance, because there's no way that I could take my head out of there. Let's see. So I answered Elizabeth's question, and thank you, Elizabeth. And the next one is from Carrie. And Carrie says, hey, Debbie, totally with you on eating chili and soups during the fall and winter. She can't do it in the spring and summer. She made chili a few days ago. And she says her fall was way too short this year. The foliage has peaked. The leaves are off the trees. She hopes that they get a Buc-ee's there. It sounds like a really cool place. And she says the professor is coming along really well. And thanks so much, Carrie. And Carrie is one of those that does get a bad winter. So I have to live through her. I always have her send me pictures, you know, send me something. And when they have blizzards, she'll send me a picture. And I think it's cool for me to see it. I don't think I would want to actually live there and experience it. Maybe one time, but I sure would not want to experience a blizzard in Georgia. I don't know why I'm having these coughing fits. I do apologize, and now it's like I have a frog in my throat. So I'm not sick. Nothing's wrong with me. I am fine, but I've been down in the basement for quite a bit, and I don't know if it's just that it's dander down here. It usually doesn't bother me. Our cat is shedding really bad, and so are the dogs. They're starting to get their winter coat, and that could be it too. But I have water, but it just sounds terrible. So I am trying. All right, so here's this. My daughter, my oldest, lives in South Dakota, and when I talked to her a couple of days ago, she said that they were expecting snow that night. And she was not looking forward to that. She said that she thought it was too early. They've been living there now a year. A year on Thanksgiving, or day after Thanksgiving. And she is not used to snow because she has lived in Georgia all of her life. So she doesn't know about snow. She had to learn really quick how to drive. She had a new car that she'd only had for just a few months when she moved. So she had to learn how to navigate with a new car and to learn how to handle all of the snow there. And by the end of the winter, she had gotten really good with it. She wasn't as nervous as she was initially, but she doesn't like it. And she says eventually they are going to move back. She doesn't plan on making South Dakota a permanent home, which I'm really glad because it is just too far. It's not something that you can just get in the car and you'll be there soon by any means. So that's been kind of a bummer because when she moved out into her own place, she had always been approximately 10 minutes, no more than 10 minutes from us. And so that's taken a long time to get used to for all of us. Let me see, where am I? There's that one. The next one is, and I'm the same way, we had mentioned about food. I do not like to eat chili or soup in the summer. I will every once in a while because my husband wants to. He loves chili, and so I'll do it. It's not my favorite thing. I don't do it very often, but now that it's getting colder, we will start having more soups and more chili and spaghetti and different, pastas. I will start doing that more on the weekends for sure. I cannot figure out, let's see, this one, that goes there, okay. Looking at this sideways is not the easiest thing. And some of these, this is where I'm coming into a problem. I don't know if it is my tablet or what. I don't think it's my tablet, actually, but maybe this is just how it is. But I am looking at this, and I'm putting in, this one is green that I am using right now. The color is green, but the other colors around it are more of a brown. And some of these are coming up looking like browns. And then some of the yellow, it should be yellow on here, it is coming up brown. So I'm looking for a brown diamond, and I don't see a brown diamond because it wasn't there. So I have to just kind of look at the row and not the color. Maybe that's my problem. All right, so the next one, let me get this one here. Oh, and Carrie did mention, I just thought of this. She said the professor is coming out really well. I did finish him. I'm really excited. And he turned out really, really cute, I have to say. And I do have a post review on both the professor and the Halloween cat. So I finished 2 in October. I actually finished 3. The third one was off the canvas, and I actually posted that one on Friday. So that one's out there. It was very short. I wasn't sure about the video if I should even post it because it was so short, but it was from a company, it was a PR, and so because of that I had to post it. So I went ahead and posted a finish. I didn't post it when I unboxed it, and I should have, but I did post the finish. So I do have 3 in October. I don't think that I will have any more that I finish in October. I don't see that because here we are already on Friday, and I won't do much tonight. So I don't see me being able to finish anything over the weekend, although I do have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I will be, or Monday, Tuesday, but I'll be at work. But it would be super, super nice if I could possibly get one more done. And if I could, the one that I would do would be the moon, because that one I am very close to finishing. So that would be really nice if I get it finished, but I just don't see it. If I do, it would be right at the last minute. So we'll see. I might try. It would be nice to get something else out of all of my WIPs and be able to do something else and be able to use my containers again. Let's see, nothing here. Keep going down these numbers. 934. I'm getting close to having to get to the bottom part of my container. All right, so the next one is Crafty Kristen, and she says she's also doing DIY DP Nove, and that is the cross-stitch conversion. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to be watching you, Kristen, and I'm going to see how, I can't wait to see how you fare, how much that you're able to get done. And I'm honestly not expecting to get a whole lot done. I'll probably do 3 or 4 sections. I'm going to try to do 3 or 4 sections a day. And that's what I've been doing this week for the most part. And it went by really fast. I did that first before I did any other diamond painting. I went ahead and decided that I need to work on my cross-stitch conversion. So I did that one before anything else. And I can't do more than 6 at a time on the squares. I just start to wander off. I don't know what it is, but my mind starts getting tired. I'm like, I just don't want to do this anymore. So I'm doing 3 and then I'm fine. And then if I want to go back later, I can. got a little plastic stuck there. I can go back if I want to. I hadn't been, but I could. That would be something that if I really wanted to, I'll do it. But so far I haven't. I don't know. I just can't sit and do this for a really long time. I don't know if it's me or what, but I see a lot of people are just doing theirs and they spend all day on it or hours, and I just cannot do that. In December, Kristen is doing an event called He's the Reason, which is faith-based diamond painting, and I am actually in that Facebook group. I haven't decided if I'm going to or not. I need to decide, because if I'm not doing the event, I need to exit out of that group. I would like to do that, and I started looking through my diamond paintings, and I do have one that I could do that would work out beautifully. It is large, of course it is, but I would be okay with that. So I don't know what all of the requirements are, but I do want to do something faith-based. If you guys have been around for a little while, and you know that I do faith journaling, Bible journaling. I love doing that. And so I think that that would be ideal for me. I would love to be able to do it, but we'll see. I don't know if I will be able to or not. Okay, I am lost. Where am I? I'm on this row. This should go here. Okay. But I would like to do that one too. The only thing I keep doing, and this is why I got into the mess that I am in now. And you guys can let me know how you feel about this too. But I have several WIPs going, and honestly, it's not bothering me. Some days it does, I'll admit. Some days I will look and I'll think, oh my gosh, I have so many WIPs. There's so many others I want to start, but I can't start those until I get some of these done. And then I'll look at them and then I'll think, I'm not going to ever have a finish. This isn't good. But then other days it's like, okay, you don't have a finish. You may not have a finish for this month. Who cares? It is fine if you want to keep doing this. Go ahead. You'll eventually get these finished. And so that's kind of how I feel most of the time. But then I start working on one and I don't get back to the other ones. So that's part of my problem, is that I don't just stop and say, okay, I've done this one long enough. It is time to do something else. So that way I will be able to start on, another one. But if I keep doing events, I don't finish the event, then that's when I end up having more WIPs. But I think that if that's what I need to do, then that's what I'll do. Just to start on something that I want to work on, to support other people, and I will eventually get them finished. And I'm not giving any away or anything. I don't have any reason to rush, so I'm not trying to just rush just because. But it does feel good, I have to say. It feels really good when there's a finish. Feels really, really good. This one goes here. Especially when I had 2 finishes, I thought, this is awesome. I could do this every month. Well, no. I just got lucky that I was close to a finish. And I've asked before, how you guys do it. I know that several of you complete more than one a month. And I know there's other, reasons why you're able to finish or you want to finish. I'm sure that most people are probably faster than I am. But it is not a race. And I have so many, I'll probably never get them finished. But as long as I have a place to put them, if I don't need the money, then I'm good with it. And I figured once I do retire, I'm not going to have money just to be able to diamond paint or really to do any other type of project. So I need to just enjoy what I have now. If I want to buy something, I might want to consider doing it while I really am able to. But hopefully I will have some finishes in November. I would like to start the new year with less WIPs, but I'll probably have more instead of less. And I know that there are some that only want to start a new painting like on the 1st of a month, and so they will actually wait and not start on anything, and so they just wait until either the new year or another month. And I don't know if I can do that either. I like to diamond paint every day, even if it's for a short time. I like to diamond paint. And I know for a fact I'm not going to have all my WIPs done. Okay, so the next one is from Denise Hudson, and Denise says, thanks for the WIP and chat, and you are so welcome. WIP and chats, it's really funny because WIP and chats are one of my favorite videos to do. And when I first started just thinking about my channel, and I was looking to see, what other diamond painters did, and then I came across this thing called a WIP and chat, and I thought, no way. There is no way I'm going to do a WIP and chat. I just don't see me doing that. I just think that would be awful. I just don't think I can handle it. And here I am now. I am doing 2 WIP and chats, and I am on my, I guess you can call it family WIP and chat, I don't know, but on my, I would say general WIP and chat, I am on 80 something that I have done, and so that just blows me away that I have done that many. I am coming up to my 2-year anniversary for my channel in February, so I think that's really exciting. But I love the WIP and chats. They are just my absolute favorite. I am glad that everyone enjoys the WIP and chats, because if not, I don't know which ones that I would want to do that would be really long. I love to unbox. That's fun too. I love to do sneak peeks, but I just find that for me, WIP and chats are the most fun for me. And I think it's the most fulfilling for me too, because I feel like, I have friends out there, I'm talking to you guys, and especially, if I get some comments back, I think that's just really cool. I really enjoy doing that. It just feels like that we are just good friends, and we're just having a nice time, and we're just chatting. Let me get my second part of my containers here. I'm on 3012. That is here. Oh, wow. I need 548 remaining of these, and I only have a handful. It is about time that I fill up my little containers. And I hope I have enough. If I don't, I better make an Ever Moment run, like really soon, because if not, I might run out. That's something I'm going to look at this weekend. What exactly do I need? I am so glad that this canvas is not double-sided adhesive. I'm glad I bought it a little bit later so I didn't have to deal with double-sided adhesive, which I guess wouldn't have been horrible, but it's just nice that that's not a problem. My Diamond Painting Deutschland is double-sided adhesive, and I don't mind it. It would just have to baby it a little bit. And that's another one I need to get back to, is my Josephine wall. Okay, the next one is from Sherry Sterner, and Sherry says, enjoyed your WIP while I work on my canvas. I'm a one canvas at a time, mainly because I work on an easel. She doesn't want the hassle of removing it, and enjoy your week. I was working on an easel for a while, and I don't know, I didn't like working on my easel. Part of it was the chair that I had when I worked on my easel. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't that great either. And it did not raise up enough, so I had to sit up in my chair. I couldn't lean back, and so that was kind of a problem. I think that was one of the reasons why I had such a hard time with it. But I have not tried my easel in a long time. I actually use my easel to keep my diamond paintings on. The ones that I'm not working on, I just have them laying flat on my easel. So I may have to break down and try using my easel again. This one gets over here. I know that a lot of people do use an easel, but I don't know, for those of you, and for Sherry, that use an easel, where do you put your drills? Because on mine, I do have a small little side drawer. It has 3 small drawers, and then it has like a little top, but it's not much of the little shelf. And if I put my drills there, then my drills are not exactly close to me. And I had a hard time with that too. I'm like, I don't know where to put my drills. And if you want something to drink or whatever, you got to put it, you know, far away. And I just have gotten used to my table. And it just seems like for my table, for me, it's easier for me to keep up with everything that I need. And I have no idea why I poured all of these out. I need one. Just one. That was kind of crazy, but okay, I'll go with it. This goes here. I'm over one. Some bright greens in this one, like a lime green. But the section that I'm on now is a tree with a lady reading, and it's extremely pixelated unless you step back. And when you step back, it looks really good. But when you're looking right at it, you're like, what in the world is this? And like this, I don't know if you can see that, but this part over here, you can see her legs, and that she's under a tree. The tree, you can tell definitely that it's a tree. These up here are starting to look like bookshelves or shelves, and so that is coming along really well. So it's just going to be interesting as I move forward on this to see what exactly is going to come of this, what it's going to look like. And also, while I'm thinking of easels, what do you use to hold up your canvas? I have seen where some people use these really big clips, and then someone else had said to use the really large, like the potato chip clips. And I tried that too, and that for me didn't work. I did use the pool noodle. I do that on my table. So I knew that I had to use a pool noodle, but just wasn't sure what else to do to make it more comfortable, I guess. And to make sure that my canvas was set up properly and my canvas didn't move, and you know, all those kind of things. This is a bright pink. Why would there be pink here? That's kind of odd. Okay, this is going to be over here. Now this is where it always gets fun. When you're almost done and you're trying to figure out where certain drills go. And I don't know why there's a bunch of green ones in here. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. That goes there. I don't know how I poured green in with this pink. It's a little concerning. There's only a handful, so I'm going to take those out. I can figure out what they are if I need them. I may not even need them. If I don't need them, then I will just not keep them or put them over to the side. Sometimes what I'll do on this, because if there's just one, I'm missing one, and I don't want to go back and get the box and figure out which one it is, then if it's colors that's around there, I will use that, because one drill that's off is not going to make a difference. I'm not that concerned about it, to be honest. Maybe I should be. I might regret it once I'm done and looking at it and thinking something's not right. But for now, I think it's good. I'm honestly not that picky. Which may be a good thing, it may not be. Gotta do something about that plastic. I don't want to take this plastic off unless I just really have to from where I'm not working, because this glue is really good, but it seems to dry out really quickly. So I don't want to keep it uncovered, and once I open it, the plastic doesn't want to go back on, and I have put some release paper on it. That does tend to help. Let's see, 3820. Okay, let's see. The next one is from Denise. Denise says, this is on the post review that I did, said, I love both paintings. They turned out great, but she's with me that the professor is gorgeous. Thanks for sharing and hope to see more of your finishes. And I do. I love the professor. I think that he is by far my favorite that I have done in a very long time. I can even say that that one is my favorite even from last year. So that says quite a bit, I think. But he did turn out really cute. I am really excited. I am going to put that one in my office at work. I have one wall on the back side of my office, and there's nothing on it. Very, very plain. And whenever I do calls in my office, unfortunately, that wall is what shows up. So I thought, that would be really cute. I can put the professor up there, and it will be perfect because it's large enough. So that's the plan. I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but that is the plan. Probably not until the first of the year, because I won't be going back into my office much after Thanksgiving, really. Deborah Allender says, love both of my diamond paintings. The Halloween kitty is really cute. Professor McCrum is terribly handsome. She's also certain that he would look nice framed and hung in my office on campus. Thanks for sharing your finishes with us. And thanks so much, Deborah. I think he's going to be very handsome up on the wall. Of course, no one's going to understand that he is a professor. They're not going to get that part. But I think that he would look really nice on my wall. He may be too large to hang up, though. I hope not. We'll have to see about that. Maybe he won't be. I can also see some of the tree branches that they're going out past where I've been working, so that's really cool. 3862. Here's another one that I should have 981, and I'm at the bottom of this bottle, of this case. I have a whole bag of drills that go with this project, so I am not too worried. I should have should be okay and should have plenty. Right, here's one that goes there. And got that one goes there. I'm missing one. I have, I think that goes there. I will say that these drills fit in very well. They don't pop or anything. I just don't have some of them in as tight as they should be. Okay, so 3866 is the last one. I have missed some drills. So let me go through here and see which one I have missed. All right, this one, let's see, 834. Of course, it's on the first one. Let's look at 834. I don't know how I missed that one, but I did. That's the only 834, so I only need one. Let's see if I can get one in here. All right, and that one just came off. I didn't have that one down good. All right, so there's that one. So that one's done. Now I've missed this one. And that is probably just once very beginning. I don't know any of these symbols because I am going by number. That is 938. This one's actually close to that one, so I don't know what happened. 938 is a brown. That's going to go right there. Okay. And that's not going to be fun. Okay, now I've got these two here. I don't know how I missed all of these. Let's see. Not paying attention, I guess. 779. 779. All right, that one is going to be here. Now I can mark this one off. So I have finished another 3. I am now at 21.53% and 16,231 drills. So I still have a long way to go. Almost 80%, but that's okay. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, I would love for you to join our friends and family here. I think that you would like it. I have quite a bit of content that I have coming up. Thanks so much again, and until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye.